Thanks for watching another junk-filled video. This time around I bring you more bad news. Sometimes I think this channel should be called something else, like Watch What Sucks or The Bad News Bearings, or I don't know. The flip side of this channel is a business. We run a heavy-duty truck shop by day, and the cars are a hobby. But our business is no longer viable, so we decided to close our shop and downsize. I wasn't sure what to do with the cars. Luckily for me, I had a skid steer in the shop that I had to flush and run fluids through. It made short work of digging the cars out. I started by looking for a cheap place to rent so that I could keep them. Nothing came around though. Next, I thought I may chop the bad ones for parts and sell a few of the good ones. But I only had 2 weeks to work with, and I had an entire shop to move. So I posted the cars everywhere that I could. One by one, they started to find new homes. Some I sold, some I traded, and some I just gave away. This really was a bad time for me. My business was broke and failing. Vendors wanted to sue me for discontinuing services, and all the dreams I had for the shop and these cars were dissolving. Luckily, John was there with me every day. There was 3 solid weeks of hell. We worked on trucks in between packing and loading until the last week, 8 a.m. until midnight or later every day. At the end of the day, it's only material stuff, but it took a lot of real hard work to acquire it. Cars are more than just a hobby to me, it's a lifestyle. I don't mind downsizing so much, in fact, I probably needed to, but I didn't enjoy being forced to, and at a financial loss on top of it. This is Gary. He and I did some trading for a few cars. I probably could have not pulled off this move on time without his help. He's one of those rare people that go above and beyond and isn't afraid to get work done. He was a godsend that I didn't know that I needed. This little bug I gave away. I connected with Dobbs through a VW gang that I'm a member of, the Air Coolers. Him and his family drove up from Austin to pick it up. When he showed up, we realized that we had met before in person at the swap meet in Fredericksburg. The bug was being taken as a donor for a few bugs in the Austin Air Coolers, so at least it's going to a good home. But it wasn't without its problems. After I backed the brakes off, the wheels still didn't want to turn. I wasn't sure if it was in the transmission or the wheel bearings, so I cut the CV axle to find out. Turns out it was the transmission. Once the axle was cut, we put a tire on and it spun pretty easily. I was really hoping that the bearing wouldn't catch on fire 20 miles down the road. The next day, Dobbs told me that the transmission jumped into gear and it locked up the right side while he's going down the interstate. After going through this, I realized that a lot of it had become a burden. After I was tired of moving and storing for 3 weeks solid, I decided to trash most of my junk parts. I really didn't need to save them, and nobody else was going to get any use out of them. I couldn't even give most of them away. So, this is it, the end of our shop. But it's not the end of the channel. I have all new junk-related problems. My shed is full, my yard is full, and my garage is full. And of course the rabbit came home. For those of you curious about it, I did get it running. It was just a fuel issue that I'm currently monitoring to make sure that I've got it resolved. I haven't got the top done and it stays in the driveway, so I got a car cover for it. As you can see, the neighborhood cat is using it for a scratching post, so I may have to use him for target practice. For those of you curious about the Impala, I have an update for you. Jeremy sold the Impala to my stepdad Rick, who gave me the car for Christmas. I was able to rent a small storage lot and it's currently there, along with my 68 Auto Stick, my green and black Bug, Denise's Ghia, and John's Super Beetle. So to recap, I went from 18 VWs down to 3.5. I do have some unfinished videos lined up, so it may seem as if I'm skipping backwards until they're finished. So thanks for staying subscribed, and be sure to play with your junk every chance you get.